Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome myself back to the channel. It's been a month. Um, I made another update video last time. I made a couple update videos actually since then. And, um, I'm sorry that I've been absent from the channel um, for like a while now. I haven't really been publishing and making videos in general. Or editing videos as much as I used to, and it's really just because of well, I don't want to put it up to one reason. I feel like in some ways it's been like this for a long time. I think the last time I was really like devoted to making content was maybe a year ago when I was doing revisiting zombie series, with the homies and stuff. After that, I was kind of in a place of not knowing what to do next. There was like a point in time where I was just grinding out videos, playing a ton of like Devil May Cry. I beat like almost the whole game and the whole series, I should say, in like under a week or something when I was sick. Which I still want to upload those videos. I just don't know when at this point. I did the whole Doom series, that still isn't uploaded, but I was trying to keep up with the GimpyCraft stuff. That was like the main thing of the channel for about a year. Actually, yeah, about a year in total. Was GimpyCraft, which I've you know what? Honestly, GimpyCraft is probably my favorite series out of all of the series I have. Maybe Rampage is I like more, maybe just because it's a little more artsy and it's a little more me than me and the homies. But overall, I think GimpyCraft was like a learning experience, of how to deal with a long series like that. The only things that kind of delayed GimpyCraft was myself and just like not being able to record. I wanted GimpyCraft to be a duo series, or if I could get more people into it, a group series with like dedicated people to play with, kind of like a Vanoss type of thing, or is it the Goon Squad? I forget what their names are, with like Soup and stuff. But like buddies that will record videos together, make jokes and shit. But yeah, like it was really just me and Chase. That's how it's been for like 3 years now. I want to say just me and Chase have been the ones making content together. You know what? I wouldn't really have it any other way. I think out of all my friends, I think what I want out of a YouTube video, I think he understands the most, at least. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy at a certain point, but the past year, a lot of stuff has been happening behind the scenes, and and not a lot of stuff too. There's been most of it is like this, like actually like real life fucking bullshit, that everyone has to deal with, that I'm just not dealing with well, I'm not dealing with things very well, and it's really a me problem. I'm not really I don't think I'm up to the task or I wasn't up to the task to make videos this past year. I just don't think I was like in the great mental space for a lot of it. I just want to like sit down and like record something and then like see something cool come out of it. Kind of like the best way I can describe it is like building in Minecraft. Like I have a very small idea or something, or I have a very clear idea and I just try to build it, and then sometimes it comes out not exactly how I wanted it, and that could be like multiple reasons, right? You know, sometimes I don't put enough effort into the builds, you know, or I just like have a bad day or something, or you know, just sometimes it just doesn't work out. And I feel like it's the same thing with videos. Like a lot of the time, a lot of videos that I've made, I'm not super happy with. I'm not really happy with a lot of the videos, and but just like building in Minecraft, there are sometimes where I'm very happy and I'm like, holy shit, dude, I cannot believe I made something like this. And I think, oh, I'm gonna make, you know, every video from now on is gonna be like that video. But like when you do something like that and you look back with like a nostalgic eye with the rose-tinted glasses, you forget all the effort and all the creativity you have to pour into something like that, and you kind of just think, oh, I can do this with like minimal effort, or at least less effort than I had to do last time. And sometimes that's true, but most of the time it's not true. And I think I'm more successful in building in Minecraft than I am with videos. I don't think I could probably name the videos I think are good for the past year on one hand, maybe, or two hands, maybe for being generous. I don't really remember what I all uploaded this year. But yeah, that's where I've been. There's other reasons, like obviously, like other people are busy. You know, when I want to do things, you know, I really don't really ask people all that often. I feel like I'm like interfering with their lives, and you know, I really shouldn't, you know. But like if they're doing something, like if we're doing something together, and you know, I'm like, hey, let's do this thing, you know, then I'll mention it, right? But I usually don't, like, you know, outreach my hand and like plead to people, hey, can you help me with this, blah blah blah. I usually wait until we're like already talking or something. So that's a problem of itself. I need to ask more, I guess. Pretty much done with GimpyCraft right now. Not in editing, but like as a mentality. I really like GimpyCraft. I was gonna do a season 2, but it's just like I didn't really see, like, when I think of a season, I think of like a beginning and a season finale. And the season finale is not really an end of a season. I would say it's more of a partial ending, or a transition to another season. And it doesn't really, there's nowhere that made sense to me where to do that. So I just ended up saying, oh, fuck it, I'll just keep doing this. Right now we're not even playing Minecraft. I haven't played Minecraft with Chase or anyone for like a month or two. With Chase, it's been like 3 months. I haven't even like streamed or recorded in like a month either. But besides that, I do have some news, because I was working on a series, or working on an episode to a pre-existing series that's been in kind of not concept limbo, but like kind of in that limbo phase, kind of, where I had old, not really a series, but like a beginning of a series that I had planned. I made one episode. I feel like this happens a lot, where I make one episode, I don't really follow up on it. Just feel like, I don't really want to do that anymore. But me and Chase, we started playing a lot of Roblox, and I did make a video a long time ago. Me and Chase explore Roblox, and I do have a sequel lined up soonish. I'm very skeptical of the quality of this video. I really like it. There's a lot of things I really enjoy about this video. There's a lot of things I'm very proud of from this video. But there's things in it that I'm also very apprehensive to even publish. Not because it's like offensive or anything. It's just I'm questioning the quality of like how people would perceive it, I guess. Because in my range of thinking, I really like this video, but like the first half is like some of the best stuff I've ever done in a video, and then the second half is like filler, right? But I prepped the first half to be a culmination of things in the second half, so it doesn't really make sense to get rid of the second half or make it into a second video, because like I said about seasons, which is I still believe in the same way of episodes, is end of an episode is just a transition to the next episode, at least if it's like a continuation, right? And not a what do they call it, an episodic format. I don't make episodic stuff, at least right now. I want to make continuation of things. So right now, it doesn't really make sense to cut this video in half, because there's not really a it wouldn't have a beginning. It would only be a middle and an end if I made a second video. And ask the viewer to watch the first video would be just cruel, at least to me. Because this video is two and a half hours, I think. So they're both about an hour and 15. Let's just say that. That's how long it would be. And I think the first half is really well made, and so for this video not to be published at all, just because I feel like the second half is lackluster, even though I don't even think people will even watch that long to even get to that part. It just feels like, hey, why? Like, this just doesn't feel good. And I don't. And the problem is, you might be thinking, hey, well, if it sucks so bad, why don't you fix it? I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what to do about it. I've already had to re-edit the video a couple times. That took a long time, and that's another reason I haven't been uploading, is just because that video drained my creative juices like completely. I just didn't even want to touch the editing software for like weeks. This video was basically ready to be published. Like how it is now, I haven't touched it for like weeks. But my mentality was like, I want to figure out how to fix this and how to like finish it properly, and it just wasn't. I couldn't think of it. Like, it was giving me like stress about it, and I just was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna fucking think about it anymore. This is pissing me off. So yeah, So what I'm gonna be doing is later this week, I'm gonna be publishing that video. And if people like it, cool. If no one watches it, that sucks like ass, like big ass. It took me a long time to edit this shit. Regarding the channel of itself, I'm going to be, I don't know if I'm gonna be focusing on the channel too much. I think I'm still gonna try and do like weekly to like bi-weekly, monthly videos. I'm gonna try to publish you know, I don't know, somehow coherently, semi-coherently, whatever. I'm not going to be going away for like, 6 months or something. That's just not going to happen. I don't think I can ever do that. I really like making videos, the same way I like making, Minecraft builds or drawing. I have to take breaks, and come back to this stuff. It just that YouTube as itself, I honestly put, when I make a video, I put the most effort into video making. Drawing and Minecraft builds, they usually take me, well, Minecraft builds take the longest, but when I draw, it's like 20 minutes at most, like 30 minutes at most. I don't go over that line. Building in Minecraft, that could get up there. That's just like the nature, like what I'm building and stuff. But YouTube takes a cake for how much effort I put into a video, at least how hard I want to try at something, right off the bat. So it drains me the hardest out of anything. Pause. So I just like, I needed to take breaks, man. Like, I can't force myself to post daily, at least to the quality of what I want to do. I did post daily for about a year, maybe less than, I don't even remember how long I did that. But all the videos were trash, they all sucked. Once I stopped doing that and started focusing on actually editing videos and uploading them, They got significantly better. I will say this, all the videos I started posting after editing, every edited video is far superior to the garbage slop I was posting before then. You know, some stuff when I was a kid probably might be better. Well, I wouldn't say better, but is like better than the slop I was putting out, you know. Had some childhood heart to it. Yeah, so like where I'm at with the channel right now. Right now, if there's any new content that isn't old, so if I'm not going to be editing old stuff, it will be solo. Almost like definitely it will be solo stuff. So it'll just be me. I haven't been able to like find anyone that is like down to record as much as I am, which is fine. Like I don't ever want to like pressure someone into being like, hey dude, like can you compromise your work situation or like your grades to come make a silly video with me? That's just something I'm not really about. People have lives, you know, and I don't really feel like my YouTube videos are more important than them. But I do, in some ways, I do wish they were, because it would make things a lot easier. Yeah, when I have a ton of like, it's not really a sad thing. If honestly, I have probably hundreds of hours of content with my friends that I could just go back and re-edit and or not re-edit, but edit and put out as a new video, and it'll be fine. It's just that whenever I think of posting videos, I'm thinking, hey, you know, I need to post a video that we recorded maybe a week ago at most. And I need to publish it. A lot of the Gimpy Craft, like the next Gimpy Craft episode that I would have to edit, I re-recorded that shit from a year ago, so it just feels wrong to edit. You know. So yeah, series that will be edited and published at some point. Devil May Cry, Doom. The Dark Ages that I did finish, so I do have that backlogged. I don't know if it'll be that interesting. I think at some point I even stopped talking in the videos, just because, you know, like I was low-key focused super hard. That game is really fun. I do want to publish it. I just don't know how entertaining it'll be. Obviously Gimpy Craft. Gimpy Craft will be finished. I will finish this series. It is a devotion to myself, you know. Like I think Gimpy Craft is important because it kind of felt like the first real series I did. So I want to finish this series. We're currently not making any new stuff for it. There is like a new season 2 thing that we did for a while, and I'll edit that when that comes around. That shit will be dated as fuck. I probably won't get to it for another year. But the Gimpy Craft still has about, like, this first season has like another like 4 or 5 episodes still. Hours upon hours of editing still need to be done. Revisiting COD Zombies. See, the thing with COD Zombies, right now it's in a limbo, just like Gimpy Craft, or the video I was making or whatever. I don't remember when I referenced that. It's in a limbo because, again, with Gimpy Craft, it has one of my friends like kind of linked into the DNA of the series, and I would do the whole series solo if I had that much confidence as a one-man act, you know. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I'd be that entertaining to do a full, like, how many? I think there's like 80 maps in all of Zombies, because we're doing every Zombies map. It's not going to be just Treyarch. It's every Zombies map revisited and played through and edited all by me. You know, that would be crazy. And I think it would be boring, because my commentary when I'm playing video games is just alright. Like, I don't feel like it's that spectacular. I think I really thrive in a group, like, environment. So, I don't know. I will see. If I would feel wrong getting a second person to do that, and the person I was recording with at the moment is very busy. The same thing with Chase. So I have no idea where that's gonna go. Um, I think I think Revisiting Zombies has some of the best videos I've made. So like, and they're long too. They're very long videos. So I mean, there's still stuff to enjoy. Um, I don't know. I don't know where that's going to be, where we're going with that, because um, I want to do. There's so many things I want to do with that series. I want to do every Easter egg. I want to do like a lot of the side Easter eggs. Get every wonder weapon, type of thing. Kill every zombie type. Build every trap. Build every buildable. That's the thing I want to do. I want to showcase every map, in its entirety, basically. Maybe it's like small things I don't really care about, but yeah. Other series, Cuphead series, the Cuphead Expert series. I'll continue to do that as like a fun little series I do every now and again. Just it's kind of takes a load off. I'm trying to think of any the Dark Souls series stuff. I need to publish the last episode of the Elden Ring DLC series. That's just killing Radon, basically. Which I stopped. I didn't upload that for the same reason I haven't uploaded the Roblox videos, just because I just have no idea what I'm gonna do with it. It's supposed to be special, a momentous occasion, some may say. But I just, when it comes to doing things like that, I feel like I'm so not overburdened, but like stressed at the idea of making something great and it won't come out that way, that I just feel like not doing it, but that will eventually be edited and done. It's the same thing with all the other series. They'll eventually be finished. Future series, I will be doing, I don't know, I might play Silk Song. I don't know. I haven't even played Hollow Knight. I might play Helldivers with the boys or something, and we might record a video or something. GTA 6, from a year, more than a year's time or whatever. Less than a year's time, actually. It's less than a year from now. That will definitely get a series, not just the story, What's another good series? I know Silent Hill just came out. Resident Evil, definitely do a series on that. I think I've done every new Resident Evil since 8. I think, because I played RE Remastered. I really like Resident Evil games. I've come to realize that. I might even go back. I might do pull a card from my own hat or whatever for my deck. And I might revisit all the Resident Evil games, that I can. I might play all of them. Revisiting Resident Evil, those titles get so long. Roblox series, I'll continue doing that. We have a ton of footage that I can still, edit and do stuff with. Yeah. I don't know what else there is. I mean, that's about it. I mean, I think that's everything. I don't know if Rampage is going to get another chapter. That requires another person, and scheduling that stuff, and getting people to get lined up to do those things is pretty difficult. So I don't know. For all the things I said is going to happen and are going to be edited and are going to be published, that will happen eventually. It doesn't matter how long it takes. That will be done. Yeah, I think that's everything. Again, sorry. And again, I also will say this: I'm not going to be posting any more frequently than I am right now. But I am going to be trying to, at least, I guess, a little more frequently, but like probably like 20% more. I still want to keep like a good separation in time between videos, just because it gives me time to like recoup my brain from like decaying. Yeah, that should be everything. Sorry, bye.